What I want to share right now, these videos that you're seeing on the screen, they all leveraged a very simple strategy that you can put into action with your channel as we move forward towards 2025. Now, what's interesting is notice all of these videos performed well for my channel. And what I want to talk today about is really developing a strategy for your channel, wherever you're at, whether you're just wanting to launch and you're pondering, you're thinking about the niche you'll enter into, you've got a channel currently, and so on. So these videos all targeted 2024. And it's interesting because many of the videos didn't perform well out of the gate in the first day, week of the video's release. But over time, they continued to drive views day after day. Not a lot, but they really add up. And one of the things that I found for me that's really allowed me to move forward and grow is to keep things as simple as possible, but no simpler. And I believe that was a quote by Einstein, something to the effect of, everything should be as simple as possible, but no simpler. And that last part is kind of like, it's not a license for laziness. Rather, it's just we want to understand how to move forward and how to really focus on what matters most. So for me, getting started in a way that keeps things really simple has been fantastic. And by the way, I'm Brian. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. If you're a returning viewer, fantastic. Click the like button. Better yet, leave me a comment. I'd love to know where you're at with your journey here on YouTube. Now, I've got about 5 steps of things that have really helped me. And number 1 is to really research and identify how you want to move forward and how you fit into the YouTube landscape. Now, what I mean by that is really, there are audiences on YouTube, audiences that watch specific video content on various subjects and more. For example, maybe you've got a gardening channel, a how-to channel, really any channel about any specific topics. The more you can really focus and study the channels that are doing well, the more opportunity you're going to see for video ideas and more. It really sparks creativity, and a lot of the things that I've been doing over the last week is just kind of responding to videos that I'm seeing in the over 50 YouTube niche. And then I've also got a bunch of my own video ideas that I keep on my phone and whatnot using the Notes app, and that's about it. I keep things very simple, but by always researching and being aware, it allows me kind of just to spot that opportunity and grow my channel. And obviously, we want to be releasing videos on a regular basis, which brings me to step number 2. As you're doing the research, one of the things I found is that it really reduces my overthinking when I simply respond to a video that I see in the space that I'm in, right? In the niche that I'm in. Now, this is a great way to keep things simple and really tackle the research, but also the publishing. Next up is step number 3, which is really to focus on a launch date. One of the things I want to encourage you to think about, whether you have a channel now and you'd like to get more views, or you're going to be launching a channel soon, is to get really clear on when the rubber hits the road and you go. In other words, no more research, no more thinking, no more planning. I'm going to sit down and make a video. This was exactly how I launched my channel years ago, and it was really, really helpful. Because fact of the matter is, I see so many people talking about just publish, just go. I think there's a lot of value in doing some research, in understanding how you're going to move forward, and really understanding what the process is going to be like. But at the same time, if we get too caught up in the research and once everything is ready, then I'll be set to publish a video, but I don't want to make a mistake. And I think if I watch this one more video, that's a place that's dangerous, because at the end of the day, I think you're on to a really good thought, in that you want to be aware of all the things that you want to go into your video so you can create a good video. But what's tough is that even if you do hours and hours of research, there will always be something that is unexpected that really impacts your video. And if you just move forward and start making the videos, then Number one, you're publishing videos, and that is the way to really jumpstart your channel. And then two, you'll be able to really identify what you need to focus on based on results. Not what you think you really need to do, but what you see. The audio is bad, the lighting is bad, the backdrop is off, whatever it is. I speak with a lot of ums and ahs. Whatever needs improvement, you can focus on that in your next video. And step 4 is once you reach the launch date to really kickstart things. And what I like to think about is I'm going to have a sprint. And what I mean by this is I'm going to upload more frequently to kind of get the momentum started with the algorithm, and more importantly, my own personal momentum with filming, with understanding my angles, my camera, my topics. You see, right now I'm pivoting just slightly, and I have to really get clear on what's working right now. In fact, I think that's the thing that every creator can focus on, being really aware as to what's working and what's not working with their topics and so on. So when I started out and I showed a bunch of videos based on, YouTube algorithm 2024 or YouTube SEO 2024, those are some keyword phrases or video topics that simply included 2024. And because I've been an online marketer for many years, I know this is something that happens without fail each and every year. So if I start making videos now, then I'm seeding the algorithm, or I should say I'm really seeding YouTube with videos that are ready when the audience begins to search and look, and my videos will be more likely to get more views. But I'm not going to really see that unless I kind of jumpstart things and start publishing regularly. And then the other part of step 4 is to really get clear on exactly who your audience viewers are, what keeps them up at night, what are the topics they're really interested in, and so on. Furthermore, one of the things I'm really trying hard to value right now is what I just mentioned, which is where is my channel at in real time? What are the topics that are performing well now, not 5 years ago? For example, I published a number of videos that did very well on the YouTube algorithm, and interestingly, a video of mine published in the last week on how to talk on camera did really well with subscriber gain and views compared to another video on the YouTube algorithm. That tells me that I need to focus on where I'm at now in the journey and not get caught up in the past, and furthermore, to not get caught up in the future, but to stay kind of grounded with my audience and try to really value and understand what's interesting to them. How do I do that? Easy, by using and leveraging your community tab. As you move forward and grow on YouTube, you'll gain access to the YouTube community tab. If you have it, I use the community tab all the time, and you can too, to create polls, to understand my audience better, to say, hey, I'm going in this direction. Is that okay with you? And people say, well, you're already doing that. Sure, but I want your feedback. I want to get a sense of where my channel audience is at. Interesting, I think it was like 12 or 13% of my viewers said, no, I don't want that. And I think that's reflected in the amount of negative downward votes or thumbs down on my videos. And that's okay, because I'm really focusing on the viewers that are out there. And this is another really powerful tip I want to leave right now. And the thing that's really helped me is to focus on those viewers that are out there in this particular YouTube audience. You see, I don't see it as my audience. I don't see it as my community. Rather, I like to think of an audience as a group of viewers that are almost always going to watch a number of YouTube channels in a particular niche, right? Then I want to think about what matters to those people, and I'm always making videos for those viewers who haven't found my channel yet. Does that mean that subscribers don't matter? Does that mean I don't care about my subscribers? Absolutely not. But if I'm always focused on that one particular audience, then I think I have a great chance at bringing in those new viewers and also satisfying my current viewers. and subscribers, because I'm really focused on one singular niche. You know, when I draw a circle, I'm thinking about all the topics and whatnot that would reside inside of that circle. And at the very core are the topics that matter the most. And then on to step number 5, and this is really the basic fundamental things of what I focus on with every video I publish to do better, to get more reach and so on. And that is, I always really start off with the research and the topics and the titles. There are things I don't want to focus too much attention on because I want to leave space mentally to understand how to create a really powerful and compelling video title. For example, if I go to YouTube and I type in how to, I'm going to get all these keyword suggestions. Now, these are literally topics that viewers on YouTube are searching for. And it's not just about search. It is about, these are the topics they're thinking about. They're typing into the search bar, absolutely. But also YouTube is going to serve videos on these subjects and browse and so on. This is really helpful for me to stay grounded as to what my audience members want. I also want to really focus on thumbnail creation. So when I talk about a video topic, I'm always thinking about adding a few words based on search terms, because that helps my video stand out in search and in browse. And then furthermore, adding a few more words to the title or the thumbnail that are very compelling. Now, by combining both of these things, right, a topic or keyword phrase and a compelling element, like it's nearly a cheat code, that's going to allow me to, 1, show up more often because YouTube understands what my video is about, topic, keyword, phrase, and then 2, increase the clicks to my videos based on adding a compelling element. And then next up is basic, fast and dirty video editing. And I think this is very powerful because it gives me a chance to know I'm not going to spend a ton of time with my video editing, but I am going to watch it one time through. That might take me 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'm going to cut out any sections that didn't make it. Then when I'm in front of the camera, sure, I can do things in one take. But again, if I'm kind of stuck on a section and I messed up my words or my family members interrupted me, the dog barked, I can easily go back, re-record as I'm rolling, and I'm good to go. Literally 20 minutes can make that a reality. Now, one of the things to consider is when you get started, you might spend time learning video editing, but over time it's so fast. So the thing is, you're really putting in the hours onto the skills that you'll need to move forward. It's kind of like with the research and the compelling video title and the topics and the keywords. These are all things that in the beginning are hard, but over time they get easy, allowing you to make better videos that are more likely to connect with viewers and grow your channel. Next up is video lighting. Get in front of a window, that's plenty good enough. Especially if it's a soft light, like it's a northern window or the sun isn't coming directly in, you'll be nicely illuminated, everything will look great, and the video will be just fine. Over time, you might want to invest in lighting. That way you can create a controlled space where you can always return to one particular room in your house or your apartment to literally just put the camera on the tripod, turn off the light, or turn it on and move forward and really get going in something you already know is dialed in. This look is getting more dialed in little by little every day. If you can't do that and you're saying, I can't do that, do your best to recreate something as close as possible to that. Always set up in the same location. Always try to have about the same angle, and then you'll start understanding the room, the acoustics, the lighting, and more. And then the last step of number 5 is to really pay attention to the other channels in your specific audience target or your niche. And by doing this, it's going to allow you to see what's working. One of the things that was so helpful for me, but it's a little bit hard to wrap your head around, I want to encourage you to do your best to think about this, is that I would look at a channel and say, what am I doing differently that they're not doing and they have better results? And then I'd also say, what are the things that they're doing differently from me, and so on. So when I started, I was way too animated, I was way too quirky, and I saw that most of the successful channels in this space weren't so animated. So what did I do? I just dialed it back by paying attention and being objective with my channel. If you're like, I can't really see the flaws in my YouTube videos, I want to encourage you to change that self-talk that you have. Instead of saying, I can't do that, maybe you can say, I can't really see the flaws right now, but I'd sure like to be able to. If I could see my videos more objectively, I wonder if that would help me to grow and improve my videos, which would improve the viewing experience. And obviously, as viewers really enjoy our videos, they're going to be more likely to return to our channel and so on. And item number 6 is to really get clear on your why. If it's for money, then really focus on making decisions that will allow you to reach the goal of making more money. If you're like, I just want to have fun, then you don't have to have as many rules. What that means is if you really do want to make money, you might make videos that are a little bit more for other people than yourself, right? And in doing that and getting clear on what is your why and why do you want to do YouTube and what matters most and what do you really want to achieve? For me, it's I want to really create a channel that's flourishing with repeat viewers that I get to know, that I help, that they ask questions, that I see them again and again. And I know this is really fulfilling for me personally. And furthermore, it helps with brand deals and so on. When it comes to money, what's interesting is you don't necessarily need an absolutely huge channel to make great money with brands, to make great money with affiliate marketing and more. If you'd like me to make a video on that, let me know in the comments below and I'll make sure to cover that. And lastly is how you show up. Nothing is more important than how you speak and communicate to the camera. It's not just the words, it's how you say the words. It's not that you're even talking, it's your body language. It's your posture and more. And this video covers just that. And this other video is helpful too. Check out one of those videos. You dig?